right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chuck was ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig up a great deal for you.
iPads and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, we're back. We're live. Fine print's out of the way. It's time to roll with the show. Hopefully everyone's staying as warm as they can, because it's pretty cold out there. Definitely. Oh, let's see. I know Dennis is in. Looks like Bill's are in. Barb's in. Steve P. Phil. Let's see Phil in. Looking to see if what all I'm seeing. I see some pretty cold temperatures showing up in the chat. That's boo. That's no fun. That's no fun. All right. Let's get Chuck in here. There he is.
I already saw one comment that he can't wait to start complaining about the heat.
Well, you know.
It's the chat room jumping.
It's always going to be something.
Hey, RH. Oh.
And Dennis says that after a record high price of $64.76 for silver Friday, silver's kind of backed off a little bit in the past few days, which he's right, it has, but I don't think I'd let that worry me any at all. I mean, from what I'm seeing, is still not scaring people away from buying silver. It's still not scaring them away from selling silver. It's business as usual.
Business as usual. So
And
the other day, I told you what caused that sudden drop.
right.
They sold on paper. They did something with the ETFs, whatever, and there was a sell-off on paper. Nothing changed hands anywhere. Of 61 million ounces of silver.
I'd have
Think
been
about
okay
that.
with just a couple hundred of those.
Yeah. But I'm listening to this guy, and he was saying why this happened, why it occurred. The Fed had set a certain new rule on silver transferring, so they sold off, and now they're buying back in. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
Steve.
They want to prevent, here's what they said, they wanted to prevent a return of what happened in 2011 and 1980. So they've
Yeah,
controlled
which
this
you're
somehow.
mentioning record historic highs with those years.
Yep. So the Fed is in there, the government kind of controlling it a little bit.
Right. And even at that, I mean, they really didn't hurt it much because
no,
market open, silver's already starting to come back up. Only just a little bit, though. It's setting at $62.25 an ounce,
mhm.
which is up 0.08%. Gold's at $4,328 an ounce, which is up 0.25%.
I had one that I listened to. They were talking the gold and silver, and he says, I want everybody out there to realize it's affecting everything, all metals, but the one that was sleeping the most is
The
platinum.
silver. Well,
No,
yeah.
platinum.
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah, it has
silver,
been quite the sleeper lately, and even it has come up in recent
Yep.
weeks.
It has come up, and he said, expect it to do more.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't disagree there. As a matter of fact, it's $1,756.30 right now.
Right. Yep.
So not bad.
Nope.
But we've got, I guess we've got
we got guests.
plenty. Yeah, I was going to say, I guess we've got plenty of other nights where we can speculate on silver and gold.
And talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna talk with Burks. He's gonna and Clay and Emery about their season of detecting.
Yeah. Yeah. See what happens.
And the whole Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound crew that's going to Alaska. We've been hustling, and we're getting flights lined up, and things are occurring, and added another one. Mr. Richard Crookmeyer's going with us.
All right. That is awesome news. I'm glad to hear he finally gets to do that this year.
Yes, he does. And I was tickled. We talked about it, and we've been working on it, and he was to call up to Betty there in California. And a reminder to you guys listening that are going, send your checks to her California address. Don't send them to Nome because they'll sit there.
It's too cold right now.
Damn straight.
So
we'll end the show with how cold is it, and everybody can put their comments in. Think about what you want.
Oh, I think they've already been doing that, and it's just I'm ready to put a jacket on again. Seeing that.
Lord. Yeah.
Well, what do you say we get the crew in?
Yep.
All right. See if I can do this here. I'm working on it anyway.
Yep. Oh, Steve Pacifico, you're freezing? There's a lot to be said about that there.
There we go. Now I've got them presented in the proper fashion. I
There you
think.
go.
Well, you said how cold is it, and I just looked at ours. It's 4 degrees here, and I caught with the rest of my saved places. It's 6 degrees in Nome right now.
Yeah, but what is it? Is that 4 degrees with the wind chill?
No.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see?
No, the wind
Yeah.
is actually pretty much died down today from what it was earlier today.
I don't think we came out of the negatives, period.
Yep, we got a light wind right now, so there really isn't any wind chill right now.
Ugh.
Barb says up north it's going down to 17 tonight. That's pretty
Yeah.
cold there. 13
Break
in
out the
St. Louis.
emergency firewood.
Bill's got 9. I've got 7 here. So yeah,
I've got, yeah. See, even on the computer, it just officially says cold weather. It's so cold, the thermometer on my computer is frozen. Oh, what do you do?
well, anyway, you three, you guys all found some pretty neat stuff this season. Some bucket
Yeah, they
listers.
did.
Some unknowns.
Swansea's in the house, too.
Hey, Swans.
He could
And,
probably beat us all with cold temperatures.
I'll bet. But you guys had a pretty good season for finding some unusually rare pieces, it seems, from silver pocket watches complete all the way to Billy Sherman and a #1 dog tag. You guys need to fill us all in on this stuff.
Well, we actually did go to a lot of new places this year, along with revisiting some places that I've been going for better part of 20 years now. Now that the switch over to Mind Lab has made a huge difference. We went back to
Made you a believer?
Maybe we should rename the show Tales from the Dark Side.
yeah. Well,
Right?
the depth has been incredible. I mean, I have touched this Catholic Academy that we got. Oh, there's 600 acres to cover down there. I mean,
Wow.
Oh, yeah. You got a real nice gold medal out of there years ago.
years ago. However, I went up and I hit that area with the Mind Lab, and there's not anything left there. I've gone so slow and picked even the nails out of there that there's just nothing left in that little circle. But we went out, and that was like one of our first places to go playing around at this spring, and we all came out of there with a lot of silver, along with going back into the bottle dumps and stuff. And Clay doesn't like to go down there by himself. Doesn't know what kind of creepy people might be living down there by the railroad tracks.
Okay. Again, it's Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah. And me and Emery and I walked down there, and by the time we get back up the top of the hill at the end of the day, we're both pretty well dead. There's no energy left after we get back from that excursion.
It's about a mile walk there and back.
Oh, Lord.
Downhill,
Wow.
mostly downhill going down, but then you got to scale up a steep hill to get to where the dump is at. And
Now, is that academy still owned by the city?
it's still operational, yeah. It's still in operation.
Oh, so
It's I mean, I've been going down there since I moved it to this area, and it's never disappointed.
good. That's the kind of places you like. They just keep on giving.
Yeah, the
We did a couple.
bad part is where there was a lot of activity, the Peru's CSO used to have their picnics right where the woods begins and all the way to the edge of the, I wouldn't call it a cliff, but the drop off there. They've taken loads of brick and all kinds of stone and stuff and dumped it in there about 4 feet deep. So there's a lot of good stuff that's buried out there now. That's never going to see the light of day again.
Okay.
And where are they getting this brick and stuff from?
Oh, they've done, like construction projects on the building and stuff like that. And some of that, I don't know, that big square 4-inch thick glass pieces that, they've a lot of that down there.
Yeah.
It's not to go mushroom hunting, but
well, still, I mean, if they're bringing in like road spoils or something to kind of build that up, that might even be worth trying to go over with a detector, but it's going to be rough going.
No, this is just dump truck loads of brick, lots and lots of cinder block, and I mean it's up and down and up and down. You can tell where each pile was dumped, right tight to each other.
Yep. I've hunted a similar site like that. That it's tough to do, but we'd usually get rewarded with a couple of silver coins for our trouble.
I think my favorite thing from back in that wooded area was I found a 1 pint Spring Valley Dairy milk bottle, and inside it was a mercury dime.
Nice.
I pulled the bottle out and I'm like, there's got to be something in here, and it was full of dirt. And yes, there was a mercury dime in there.
Hey, that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
it works. That must be why Clay likes hunting in bottle dumps.
Oh yeah,
hunting the dumps is you get marbles, buttons, bottles, and this one we've been going to, you get lots of silver coins and wheat pennies, and my favorite find that I got out of there was a big silver pocket watch. So,
well, that was definitely worth your time right there.
Yeah, it was 3 ounces of coin silver, and it was produced in 1888.
Nice.
Wow.
Would it be worth getting a repair done on it?
I think it's far too gone to be repaired because it's just it was in a fire and it's all rusted now.
Oh
yeah, the guts on it it's just gone inside.
Well,
buried in the ground for probably better part of 75 years at least.
$60-some an ounce makes the casing worth something.
What?
Oh yeah.
I'd found a pocket watch out in Iowa at a place. Took it to the gentleman here in Albany who is phenomenal with watches. He's listed as one of the best there is. He looked at it and he said, well, you got about $300 of gold in it. And he said, it'll cost you a little over $300 to get it running again. So, okay, no. Some of them, if even the silver ones can be brought back, you will quadruple or do better on the value of the watch as a whole. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, that's
right. Yeah, if it's worth repairing.
Yeah,
Right.
I think we were lucky we got this one opened up even. It was that far gone.
Ooh.
Oh. So it was pretty bad on the inside.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Anything else you want to add in there, Clay?
Also, in our adventures before then, we discovered a new spot that, from the research I've done, it was a railroad camp and logging camp.
Nice.
It had a pit saw in it, which is where it's like a foundation in the woods, but we found axe heads near it, and then Emery found a 1860s silver foreign coin and a spill of all 1860s Indians right not too far from it.
And I got an old silver foreign coin that was like 1870
you
something.
found it, not Emery found the Indians.
Yeah.
I got the Indian down. Yeah.
And then what? 50 yards from there, you found that homemade wallet that had a bunch of clad coins in it.
Ha!
We thought we had something going, and Clay opened it up, and it was all 60s and 70s pennies, nickels, and dimes and quarters. But
Right, got the whammy.
Yep.
It looked like, what was it? Looked like a baseball.
It was a baseball that was hollowed out and then put back together to form a wallet. Or a
Oh,
coin
wow.
purse.
Yeah, it was more like a coin purse. You never know what happens back in those woods. I think it was this year I got it. It was like a 1950 something Mexican peso, size of a silver dollar.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, it was at the bottom of a hill, a steep hill, that there used to be two benches up there, and I think everybody went back there drinking beer back in the days. And bottles would get empty. The bottom of the hill is absolutely loaded with beaver tails. You got to pick through them beaver tails to get anything.
I can imagine.
Yep.
All the way up and down the whole slope of the hill is nothing but beaver tails. But I did find a Civil War button back there. I found a cuff button that really surprised me. That was the first Civil War thing I'd ever got out of that area, out of that entire place.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, it surprised me.
Right.
We had Swing Into Summer this year. We had Dig Fest this year. We all went to both of them, and
that was fun. Dig Fest I enjoyed. I enjoyed ours,
fun.
But you work at it. But Dig Fest was a hoot.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no way anybody could cover all that ground up there at Dig Fest.
Oh, no.
The only bad part was the gnats. The gnats were horrifying.
Right.
But the mosquitoes were not bad. That was what really surprised me.
The Emery, he had coffee on in the mornings over at his camper, and Frank made his whatever he called breakfast.
Crap and a wrap.
There you go. And we had a good time going to visit Emery and the boys and hunt, and there was stuff to be found there. I did not see a lot of Boy Scout memorabilia come up in numbers like I have at other places.
Yeah. Well, I think each of us got 3 or 4 neckerchief slides.
I got 2, and mine were more toward the modern side.
I got some pin that was like called the Sunshine Award pin or something like that. But actually, I think that Sunshine Award pin was a Girl Scout pin. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah. So Emery, what was your find of the year? What I know what it was, but
so my find of the year, actually, we just had our club end of the year club thing, and we get to put in our favorite relic that we found all year, and everybody votes. And I won the find of the year for mine, but it was the 19 V nickels that I had, and that won the find of the year for my club this year.
What was that again?
The 19 Vs.
Yeah.
And that won my find of the year this year.
19 V nickels in one spot, in a hole.
One hole, yeah.
Yep.
At a place that Clay had been going to for a while, I believe.
Yeah, we've been there probably the last 4 or 5 years beforehand.
Yeah. Just walking right along the edge, and found it and got a good signal, and I got a nickel signal, a low nickel signal, and I dug it, and next thing you know, it's on a video, I believe, on this thing, and they just kept popping out. Ended up with 19 of them The oldest was in 1900, and the newest was 1911.
Wow. Good job.
Yeah. That was
Nice
a-
thing.
It was, and there was glass in there too.
yeah.
There was glass in there because apparently, from what I could judge of what the farmer did, they came in and chiseled it at the end of the fall, and they went over at least a row worth down to the edge of the ditch.
They grabbed what they could get more.
They
Yeah.
tried to expand the field a
So-
little bit.
I'm
Yep.
certain this was all in a jar, and the jar finally got broke, and there it was.
About 30, 40 foot from the truck
Yeah.
where we parked.
Now, were you coming or going at that point? Going back and found it, or just going out?
Just going out.
That's how it always works with us.
Just going out. We parked.
Some of my best finds were 50 feet from the truck or less going out. Going home
Or
and bam,
coming back.
yeah, you're tired, you dig it, you go, why didn't I find this right off the bat? I could have quit.
Right.
I
That was
have
a
one
good
of
one.
those that's just a couple miles from here. I went and hit it once by myself, and I got out. It was still when I had my Garrett. I got out of the car, went to the back, got my machine out, turned it on, took 3 steps, and I got a screaming signal. I went down. It was a Barber half.
Ah,
And that was
Nice.
the only coin I dug out of there in 2 hours' time.
Yeah, but if that's the only one you're going to find in 2 hours, it's a good day.
Oh, yeah.
yep, that makes the day. You needed your exercise.
Right? There you go.
So overall, you guys, I know you had a pretty good year, and Emery found a very notable relic.
Yes.
Wait, yes, you did. That now, in my book, that clears the table of everything else. Now, your V nickels, that's cool, but that particular piece is still being talked about, and that's cool. But 19 V nickels in one spot, that's neat. And finding that rosette, I mean, you got guys down south that had heart attacks.
I have it
Literally.
here. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, put it up on the screen there.
I'll do my best. Okay.
Yeah. Tell everybody what that one is.
This is a horse bridle rosette. I'm
That
sorry.
thing is in beautiful shape.
Yes.
Yeah.
You put your hand behind it, it might make it focus.
This is the back.
Yep.
It is a horse bridle rosette, and from the information that I'm getting, it was on an old wagon trail that went up towards the Rockford area to Grant, and there's 2 known to exist, and that was off of General Sherman's own horse.
That's
And-
one off.
Owned by him. It was specially designed by him because of the stars and the chicken head eagle, the way it was shaped, and everything else. That's how they know it was his, because it was designed by him.
That,
So, that's a pretty neat find. I was with
You're a dentist.
Dennis when I found
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
and the reason I look at it the way I do is I've hunted with a lot of people out in Virginia, Winchester, Orange, those places,
Right.
Brandy Station, and
It'd
those
give your eye
guys,
teeth to find something like that.
yeah, and some of them hunted, have been able to get on certain sites that were Confederate camps and this, and they've got CS buttons and things like that. But when you find one of the top generals of the Union Army's personal rosette, and there's one only known other, those guys, I mean, at a relic show, they would die to have that, literally. Even the guy
Right.
that collects CS, Uncle Billy was the most hated general for the March to the Sea in the South there was.
And burned Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that is a chunk of history. You know for a fact he handled that.
Yeah.
He was, and when it was lost, who knows? But that particular area that he comes up through, they would come and meet with, they'd have meetings. There's a couple known up in Illinois. They'd all, centrally locate and meet with Grant. There were 9 Civil War generals alone that came from Galena, Illinois. There were 5 Union generals from Keokuk, Iowa. They would gather, meet, lay the plans, and get it out to everybody. So you were on the crossroads of all the generals coming around. That's cool.
Yeah. It was a neat find. I remember the day because we had been there before at this place, and Clay did really, really good there that day with a bunch of silvers in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Church.
It was an old church at the time, or it is now. And earlier, the week before, us 3 went out there, and maybe
we started at the guy across the streets that I had permission for.
Yeah. And
that's where you got your 2 cents.
And I got my very first 2 cent piece was come across the street, and we were metal detecting that area there, and about 4 or 5 foot away from where Kevin, by a stop sign of all things in a ditch, Kevin found that was that Leonore bar token.
Oh yeah.
That you got great big
Leonore $1 trade token for, I think it was a general store.
And
Nice.
4 or 5 foot away, I got a real faint signal. I dug it. It rang up really good. I dug it. It was about 16 to 18 inches down.
Wow.
I was going to say, for that to put off a faint signal, it had to have been deep.
It was
had to be, yeah.
16 to 18. And I called Dennis over and I asked him what it was. And he goes, well, it looks military. So that's all it was. So I went on Facebook, Metal Detecting ID Me.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, my inbox was loading up. Like, you do not know what you have. Holy cow. Let me call you. Let me get with you. It just went crazy. And it was something I've never expected.
Nope.
And it's a little quiet right now because the right people have control, and they're doing their research and all that stuff on
right, their due diligence.
I have had numerous offers on it.
I'll bet.
Some are extremely tempting, let me tell you.
There's only 2 of that one known, and one it would belong to William Tecumseh Sherman. Yeah. So Travis is asking, what did you find? So I told him. Anyway, that's an amazing.
It got the attention of a few people in the chat when he showed it off.
I've had one experience with something similar to that. That was with that 2.5 or that 2 cent token. I put it on World of Tokens, and my phone started ringing. It lit up for a week. Those and that one there, literally, if you can get it to Steve Silva to give it that,
I would love to. I'd love to do that. And that was when I was out with Dennis with the Manicore, and I had just got it, really. And he was kind of showing me through it a little bit. And that was my very first really good find with the Manicore. And I've been hooked.
Well, that's the way you want to start.
Yeah. So if that ain't a good enough reason to come to the dark side, I don't know what else is.
There you go.
Right.
There
it didn't
go.
take much convincing after that.
Right.
Right.
And it's been great ever since, because that Manicore is just a beast.
It is a beast.
Amazing machine.
Did you get your book?
Emery's trying to sell Clay on the 9-inch coil, but Clay's an analyzer of things. He's got to test. He's got to do studies on it.
I had a couple in stock. I got to replenish them. The best is kind of been crazy the past few weeks.
It's a popular coil. They come
It's a
out
popular coil.
or they come in and they go back out about as fast as they come in.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a great coil, that's for sure. I'm having extremely good luck with it so far. I love it.
Good.
I don't think I'll ever put
If anybody needing one out there, call me. I'll see what I can find for you. I know Clay needs one, but I just can't sell it to him.
I gotta be tight on money right now with the cost of college classes. So.
I know.
And he's got to save his pennies.
And Alaska.
And his truck.
I
just
know where he's going. I'll
So-
tell you what, fellas. Believe it or
Oh,
not, the price of gold being up where it's at has rekindled the gold rush. National news has carried blurbs on it. Local news out there is just covered with it. People are out panning the streams in California again. They're getting 2, 3, 4 grams a day. 4 grams at $130. Let's say they even get $100 bill. That's $400 a day in gold.
yeah, it ain't a bad day.
Ain't a bad day.
No, that ain't bad at all. That definitely is not bad at all. I seen on, I think it was our local club's Facebook page, somebody posted a YouTube video and they were in central Indiana, planning sluicing in a creek.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't released the second video yet, but they were going to do a total weigh up as to what they found. And I was like, well, they can do it.
Indiana,
Yeah, right.
Every quarry in Indiana runs a sluice off the backside washing their stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
Full of fine, it's fine gold.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty fine stuff, but it's abundant. So
Right.
if you have the ability to work it and you got a place that, you can get that gold off of, but Indiana and Ohio has areas like that. Tennessee,
Hey, now, don't be telling people that.
Tennessee, I've been down to this spot, Coker Creek. All right. That's all I'll say about that. But Ohio has
Well,
a
I
gold
guess the
rush
cat's
day.
out of the bag now.
There you go. It has been for years. Kevin,
Yeah.
what was your best find?
My best was my 1920 Depew dog tax tag, serial number. I don't know if I'll get a good shot of it, but serial number 1.
There you go for that year. That's
Gotten
cool.
many dog tags before, but that was my very first time I ever seen serial number 1. And I did some research on it, and we got the dog tag guru guy out in Oregon, and he says that is
Neil McElroy.
Neil. Yes, Neil.
Yep.
Neil said that's the oldest one known to exist.
And I'll bet he was just all over tripping on himself trying to make you an offer on it.
I have not gotten any offers on it yet.
That's
Which
surprising because Neil
surprises
owns the
me.
largest
There's,
serial number 1 collection.
Yeah, and there's that I think Chuck knows who he is, that Gary Krusel.
So, he's up in Minnesota.
Yep, I did some wheeling and dealing with him on a 1893 dog tag, and actually I came out pretty good out of that. I dug it out of the ground, and I got a 10-ounce silver bar to show for it, and it's still sitting down in my basement.
Yeah, I mean, people will pay good money for those dog tags, and I know Neil in the past has not been afraid to ship out, silver dollars and things like that to get a hold of a dog tag.
Right.
The PK Iowa token that went to Gary.
Ah.
Yep. Couple 10-ounce bars of 5, a couple silver dollars. About 700 at that time. It was about $750 worth of silver.
Nice.
I said, I like that. I'll take the silver. So it's sitting down there. That's something that may go away because since then it has went up
dramatically.
Yeah, silver has really
50%?
been
Yeah.
on the climb.
Well, I'm not unhappy with that.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
every
Every
imagine.
time I look at my 10-ounce silver bar, I just say, yep, it just keeps being more and more worth the little piece of metal I traded that for.
There you go. There
Yep.
you go.
Because you know, if things
Usually only goes for like the pre-1900 dog tags, and I did send him some pictures of some of the other ones I had, and I got a couple 1-ounce silver bars for a couple other ones that I had that
There you go.
kind of unique looking.
right, because you know that if things get bad, people may kind of go back and forth as far as a value on that dog tag, but nobody can argue about the value of that silver bar.
I was actually doing some playing around with some of my silver today, and I had my scale out, and I was just doing some weighing up of some jewelry and stuff, and I had a 1986 Silver Eagle in a little plastic clip case, and I decided I'm going to see how true this is. I stuck it on the scale, and it was actually 1.1 ounces instead of 1 ounce, which is weird. I did not have any of my silver rounds that actually weighed exactly 1 ounce. They were all either just a little bit over or a little bit under, but that 86 was 1.1.
Well, Josh and I were talking. One of the Silver Stacker or whatever the guy's name is does videos.
Silver
Goes into
Seeker.
a shop, Silver Seeker, and he goes into a shop and they're explaining 0.999 and 0.9999 weights because they'll be different.
Yeah.
Due to the purity of the silver.
Right.
And
394959 pure.
Yep. And 5.9. And there's only certain areas you can get that. But yeah, they're never 100% perfect every time. And there's differences in the value weight. 999 still has more copper content. So it'll change on that. 4.9s will be higher percent of silver and less copper, so the weights vary by ounce.
Yeah. Which, if I remember right,
Dennis just reminded me to ask you something, Chuck.
Okay.
That Midwest Refineries, if you go to send something in, do you call them and let them know you're going to be sending something? And then,
actually, you can order a packet right off of their website that they'll mail you.
Yep.
But like when you send something in, are you playing the 3-4 day gamble of silver could drop by the time they get that package?
They used it when the package hits the door with your name, it will list it on a timestamp. They will look at the cost or price of silver then. It's logged in at that point.
Okay.
Right.
Now, like Josh said, Kevin, you get a packet. You can go online. It goes all through this step by step.
Yep.
And now they have moved. They're no longer Midwest, but they're named Midwest. They didn't change the name.
Yeah. Now they're Florida.
Now they're in Florida. The couple that own that has been doing it for years. Their daughter and son-in-law took it over, but they live in Florida and they moved everything down there and they're doing it. Same service, same people.
Did they change the name or is it still Midwest Refineries?
It's still Midwest Refineries.
It's still Midwest Refineries. Yeah.
Go to them online. All the instructions, what you can and can't, what they take, what you can and can't send in, that type of stuff. They don't deal with gold fill. They don't deal with silver nickels, that type of stuff. But they
don't deal with electronic.
Nope. They're after all the other stuff.
I had a 14 karat gold ring that I found, and I stuck it on my scale and did the melt value calculations on it. And I was like, I found this down at this Catholic Academy a couple years ago, and geez, that's a $500 ring right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
any rings that you're like if you want to send rings into Midwest, if they've got stones in them that you want to keep, you want to pull them out before you send them, because you
Right.
get those back.
I've got a lot of I don't know that they're silver rings, but they've got just kind of like a costume jewelry jewel in it. There's nothing. I don't have any of them that actually have a real gem in them.
Yeah.
So one of my bucket lists yet is to find an actual diamond ring.
And some of our listeners may or may not know this. When you send in, if you send coinage to them for melt, remember that's 90%. So right off the bat, you lose 10%. The refiner keeps 10%. So if it's a $5 piece, you take 20% off that, and that's roughly the range you're going to get it in. They keep 10% on the gold. Now, if it's the higher the carat, the percentile changes a little bit. It's all listed on there. It's all listed.
Right.
Yep, I was doing some looking at it the other day.
Yep. So,
and with the diamond rings there, Kevin, if you get lucky enough to find one with diamond chips, that ain't even worth your time of taking them out. But
no,
you get one with a nice diamond in it, that'd be worth your time of taking it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there are certain ones that you don't, by brand, things like that. I've got one ring, I should get it out. That won't go for melt. It's an old platinum. It's got mine cut style diamonds. Very old. I took it in, had a guy look at it. Had another guy look at it, and he kept looking at me, looking down, and on the inside back where I couldn't read it, he looked at it. It's a Lewis Comfort Tiffany ring.
That's way worth more than melt.
That's not a melt ring. He looked at. He kept giving me this eye, like, you know what you got?
Yeah.
Oh, you just want to know what I got.
Maybe he was giving you the eye, kind of sizing you up, going, I wonder if I can sneak this past him.
And it's no $1 million ring, but it's worth a lot more than I thought. Trust me, for its
right.
So I kept.
I did find some of my rings that I was looking at.
In fact, I didn't keep it. The wife went. Gone.
It's gone.
I haven't seen it for 2 years.
I've got quite a bit that doesn't even have a hallmark in it, and I think they're all made in Mexico, or handmade in Mexico or something, but they don't actually show 925 or sterling on them.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can clearly tell they're definitely silver, but
right.
Like, well, you never know.
That's right. So that's the stuff you want to eyeball. It's just like for you, Emery, you posted that thing up and you got an immediate lesson.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knew he was on to something.
You were on to something.
Right.
Clay, with your watch. Always check them out, folks. I've been fortunate and found several over many years, and I have one right now being repaired because it's worth more than melt.
Right.
And then he said it's only going to cost you $70 to repair it, and you've got a pretty decent watch here. Oh, well, fix it.
I'm kind of interested to see when I get the paperwork or the magazine article or whatever back on this that goes with it, to see what that does to the price of something.
That will drive the value because now you've got provenance.
Right, right. Because right now it's just he said, she said. Because I don't have anything.
Yeah, you need Mr. Silva and company out there to verify that.
Yeah, right.
And I wouldn't go to anybody else. And there's some great guys out there that know a lot of stuff, but they don't get phone calls to appear on Antique Roadshow to verify things.
Mhm.
Steve Silva does.
Right.
He wrote the book. I've got a couple of his value books on stuff here. So,
Right.
yeah, that's the guy, and he owns Mosby's in Orange, Virginia. J.W. Mosby's.
The lady that I'm talking to,
Is that his wife?
I want to say her name is Julia. I want to
Yep.
say that's who I've been talking to, and they are from Orange, Virginia.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's Steve's wife. I've been very fortunate. I've spent time with him. I've learned a lot from him. Go to the shop. He's come out when I was doing the work with Montpelier. Geez, I ran up there probably 9 different times, and I got to meet him and talk and learn. And yeah,
Wow.
you go in that shop, you just walked into a museum, except everything in there is for sale.
Hopefully everything turns out good.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean,
I don't
Hopefully.
I don't know if everybody knows. I'm a union instructor. I teach people how to build bridges, interstates, highways, lay concrete, and all that. And in my classes, when I walk into a class on Monday morning, the very first thing that everybody says is, "What have you found?" Not about laying concrete or anything
Right.
else. It's
did you
what
get out detecting over the weekend?
So what do? We go to YouTube and we go to Bart's Detecting Bits and we watch videos. And this is what I found. This is what Clay found. This is what Kevin found. Well, one of my great students, I don't know if he's still in here, Jacoby Hild. I don't know if you guys seen him pop in. He said he just graduated last week and he just popped in. So I wanted to give him a shout out. Hey, Jacoby.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacoby, hi.
But this is what it's like when I go to school and Kevin says, "Oh, I got 5 new subscribers this week." Well, I just taught a class this week. And it just keeps going up.
Nice.
Everybody just wants to follow and they're so interested in metal detecting, they just haven't pulled the trigger yet. And, to buy a cheap metal detector and they ask so many questions. And
Well, yeah, I mean, because you figure some people they're just not real sure where to turn to
right,
get a metal detector and get started.
go buy a cheap one. You're gonna find something. It's just that's how you get into. I call this a sport. That's how you get into this sport.
Right.
And
B3 Relic Recovery's in the house as well. It's been a while since we've seen him.
yeah,
Very good.
We actually got a couple of
And Jacoby is still in here.
yeah, there he is. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you in here, man. Congratulations on your graduation and stay safe, my brother.
And
Yeah,
Jacoby,
correct.
I'll put a plug in. If you're looking for a detector, call me.
I
There you go.
knew that was
I was
coming.
going to do that.
I'm not passing up on it. You talk to Emery and he'll set you up with me.
Just
That's right.
tell
I
him
will.
you sell equipment that works. I mean,
That's right.
That's who Emery buys from.
That's right.
Yep. And hey, Celeste just put on, by the way.
Celeste is in the house too. Yeah.
Yeah, CTX 3030. I think she's got one for sale. We may talk about that. That okay,
Yep.
Celeste? When we get a chance?
I think she does.
Yeah, yeah. So
And I think it's autographed.
I know it is.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
I guess the cat's out of the bag there too.
Yeah, it is. Well, we'll talk about it a little bit. We'll let you finish up there, Emery.
No, I always tell my students, when you get out there, it's going to take some time to find stuff. I've had a really good year. I found some bucket listers this year for myself. I found at a highly detected place that they've been to.
one of
I found a 1876 Carson City.
Yes. Nice.
And in the same hole, I found a undated standing Liberty, all in the same
Wow.
hole. Walked. I saw a tree line over on the side, and I was like, I'm going to go detect that tree line right after I found those two. And I found a 1854, I think. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but the back of this is just all the rays, everything that's in it is just,
man, that's got some meat on it.
Immaculate.
Nice.
Wow,
Nice.
right there. That's in perfect lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Man.
the front of it looks like it's
Front's pretty toasted.
yeah.
But that we did that as a live dig on there. I swung it, Clay swung it, Kevin swung it, and we dug it and out popped that one. That was pretty neat. I did get.
Did you have your 9-inch coil on there when you did that?
I did not. That was my 11 on those.
Oh, okay.
I was talking to Chuck. I was texting Chuck with this one. That's my 1 Real 1826.
Wow.
That I got this year in a field. That was a bucket lister for me.
Yep.
And I got my first seeded dime this year.
Nice.
So you always want to keep
Which
your
is
eyes
very-
on the ground.
Very respectable for no longer than you've been in the hobby.
There's another one. Ding! I like that.
Yeah, you always keep your eyes on the ground. I
Oh
was
yeah.
walking to a new spot through a cornfield, and I just saw that.
Oh,
So to
Sweet.
find really good stuff like that, you determine what's really good.
right.
You got to put yourself over the. You got to do your research, and that's what I think. What makes us such a good team is Clay is so good with the machines and understands them so well. It seems like I can get the permissions with the people that I know, and Kevin does all the research, and you got to do your research to put yourself over the finds. You got to get yourself over it to find it. So
And
Right.
not every single one that you think is going to be a good place turns out to be a good place.
Yep.
We did
Well-
find one this year, late this year, that we went and hit, and the maps all point to it being a schoolhouse. And we did get actually a few decent things out of there. I mean, we got a couple Civil War buttons, but that was it. There was nothing else in that field. And we were right on top of where it should have been.
Well,
Even
you know,
the aerial maps, we were right on top of where it should have been.
Mhm.
well, you know, we've kind of mentioned this on the show before too, but sometimes the cartographers may have been drunk when they were drawing that map.
Well, the aerial maps from the 30s, though, don't lie. They line
Well,
right up with the current Google Maps.
Yeah. Okay, you got me there.
Yep.
But,
So
yeah,
you've
Anyway.
already
we've
thought
done
of that
the same thing
possibility.
We've done the
Anyway.
same thing with a lot of the schoolhouses. Some are winners, some are losers. And well, we went back to one of my favorites that I got this year was schoolhouse. The school's gone, but the property's still being used as a park. And I got a what year was that? Half? It was the last thing I dug the whole day. It was like an 1870 or 1853, I think, seeded half.
Nice.
And it was down better part of 14 inches.
Good
And
thing you had a mine lab.
well, Clay was, I told Clay where I was going that day, and I'm not going out to a park. Nope, I don't want nothing to do with a park. Okay, fine. Well, as soon as I brought that half home and he got a glimpse of it.
He was already halfway out the door, probably.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, we're going there next weekend. And he got not more than probably about 10 feet from where I dug that half. You got a bust cap dime and very small Canadian fish scale in the
Nice.
same hole right next to it.
Yeah, I mean, just because it's a park now doesn't mean that's what it always was.
No.
And you never know. They've moved dirt around or brought dirt in as fill, that they may have brought it in that way.
And I think he got a barber
Shouldn't
half
just
out of
chalk
there in
them
a
off
different
the list
spot.
because they're a park.
And there was one particular hole out in this place that Emery and I were both swinging our detectors away. You know, we were all kind of scattered out over in there, and we see Clay down on it, laying on his side, and he's digging and digging and digging and digging. And he went down better part of 18 inches and pulled the toy cap gun out of the ground. And it was down there a long
Was it
way.
whole? Was it pretty much whole, Clay?
Yeah, it was missing half the cylinder, but other than that, it was whole.
It's so hard to find. You know, you'll get a barrel, or you
Yeah.
get the back half.
It's hard to find
side.
them completely.
I've only ever found one complete one. So ever, and I've
had
made a lot of parts.
a couple weeks ago when we went over to that park over west of here, but I cut it in half with my shovel. I sliced the barrel right off of it.
I don't know if you guys have ever followed cap guns, but some of the sets that were post World War II, when the television series came on, you know, the Rifleman and those type of things. Roy Rogers sets. My God, there are all kinds of those. A few of them that I have seen literally at high-end gun shows. They'll have the sets in the boxes. A couple of them never open, that kind of stuff.
For prices
Unbelievable.
you would not
Especially
believe.
Roy Rogers and Gunsmoke sets, things like that. Big bucks. Unbelievably big bucks.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, last week, Rock Island Auction had an auction, and they sold 2 of Chuck Connor's television show rifles.
Oh my!
With the big ring. One had the big ring. The other was a presentation piece. Go on to Rock Island Auction and watch that. There were several other Ken Curtis's 45.
Yeah, I can imagine those prices probably took your breath away.
TV show guns that the kids' cap guns were made. Oh my God, Ken Curtis's Colt brought 75,000. Somewhere in that range. He actually outdistanced several other of the famous TV gunfighter stuff. So yeah, old iron and even old cap guns. Pretty cool stuff.
I'd like to see some sort of historical type of gun come out up when we're up in Alaska. That would be really wild.
Would be something. I'm going to take a minute though here.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could find one that you could tie back to Wyatt Earp?
Oh yeah.
Oh, my God.
Then you're in the tall grass.
No, definitely.
Tall grass was found in Davenport, Iowa in 1983. At a gun show, 84, something like that. I had a gentleman that wanted if I found one, a particular Colt. And there was a gentleman there in the Quad Cities. That's all he dealt in was the old revolvers and old West style guns. And I had bought and traded with him. And this is about 86. I think Jill cut the front page news out.
World War II. That's cool.
They found a revolver, and it was a Colt Single Action Army. I handled that gun 3 times looking at it, thinking I'm buying it. He wanted $1,500 for it. It did not have a Colt letter with it, but it had too short a barrel. And most Colt Single Actions from the era we were talking about were 7-inch guns. but you could special order them. This one had a 5.5-inch barrel, or actually it was cut down to 5.
Makes it
gun.
easier to get it out of the holster faster.
Yes, sir. That's why he bought it that way.
Quick
And
draw.
When the gentleman that bought it sent his letter to get a Colt letter about that with a number, they sent him everything on it, including a copy of the original letter of the order. Bat Masterson. That was the gun he
Holy
ordered
cow.
when he was in Dodge City. That gun went at that time from a $1,500 pistol to provenance. This is where your provenance comes in,
Right,
Emery.
because of provenance.
At that time, $65,000. Now that gun is worth probably between $800,000 and $1 million.
There you go, Emery.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, and there was a lot of others in the Quad Cities who did the same thing. And I actually bought the guy that wanted me to find a gun. I found a Colt Bisley, which is a straight bottom piece that had been polished to the white and had what was called a King's ramp on it. We did the letter on that one. You guys probably don't know what the 101 Ranch was. The 101 Ranch bought out the Wild West shows, several of them, and that gun had been ordered in specifically for a young lady to use in the show.
Wow.
It was Annie Oakley's.
Uh-huh.
Cool. That's really neat.
So that's the kind of
Provenance
stuff
will
you
go
come
a
across.
long
You can
way.
still find this stuff. It's out there because they found number 8 of Basterson's gun. He ordered 9 special guns from Colt. They found 8 out of the 9, so there's one more floating around that has Bat Masterson's name on it somewhere. That would be probably a $500,000 or better find.
Phew. Wow.
Well, if I sell that
What movie?
rosette for something like that, we're all getting new metal detectors.
Oh, I saw a gun at Rock Island auction that was in a case, nice display in the background with a authenticity letter. It had been picked up at the Battle of Antietam.
Man.
It was rusty, that kind of stuff. You could look at the cylinder. The rounds were still in it. It had been a drop, you know. That auctioned in rusty, beat up condition for $30,000 because it had provenance, who found it, where and when. That is if, like Kevin said, if we dug a gun, we could get the serial number off of and find out it was Wyatt's pocket piece. Look out, Irene.
Oh,
Mhm.
retirement early.
Oh, yeah. Nothing else, a new truck.
Yeah.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
And coincidentally, the Battle of Antietam happens to be the anniversary of the Battle of Antietam's Clay's birthday. Believe it or not, September 17th.
Well, how about that?
One
I
thing
think that
I-
rates is the single, I think Antietam rates the highest single day loss of American soldiers in history.
Yep. That it was.
I'm going to move forward
And-
here. I want to do a little plug-in for a friend of mine out there. She's got a CTX 3030 that she's used 3 times since she's had it, and she would like to sell that. It's a good machine, and she's trying to get all the parts and pieces laid out. 3
Right.
times.
This has not been beat up or abused. It's
No.
extremely low hours.
And she's one of our friends here online. You guys need to chat with her. Celeste Rolls has it for sale. And we're just going to throw a number out there of $1,500. You can make your best offer to her. And it is not warrantable anymore, but they're supporting them. I mean, they're still
But
making
it is autographed by Gary Drayton.
and it is autographed by Gary Drayton. So, but it's basically that's the grandfather to the Manticore, good portion of it, but it still has the mapping unit, everything in it. You can get everything you need online yet, batteries, the whole schmeal, because MindLab supports that one. They still support that as the top of the line detector for coin and jewelry and that kind of stuff that's out there. So she's got this for sale. She'd like to move it. You guys call her, talk with her if you're interested out there. And when I get the pictures, we'll probably post them up here on Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound in my page. You come up with a real good CTX 3030.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That one's a nice one.
That one's a nice one. So she'd like to get that sold. So get a hold of Celeste, PM her, make the best deal you can in there, because I looked them up. Some of them in this type of condition are bringing $1,900. So that's a pretty good buy at $15.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose that's as good a time as any to mention too that they've got a GoFundMe going for Frank. We've got it up in the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound group.
Mm-hmm. I've donated to it. He's on some tough times right now. I'm not going to go into what I was told about it, but he's got some tough times right now. So keep him on your thoughts. If you have a little extra money you want to put in on a GoFundMe to help Frank out, do so, please. It's hooked up to the site here.
And Celeste says she's posting that tonight.
Oh, posting the detector?
The CTX, yeah.
Yep. Get it. She'll have pictures out there. Talk to Celeste. There's a lot of you out there. That is an excellent machine. There is other coils for it and accessories, and you can get everything you need for it. And what a nice unit.
Yeah.
And it's signed by Gary Drayton.
Right.
So anyway, I got a couple of these to give out. How should we go about that? Kevin, you got an idea?
I got an idea for.
Oh, here we go.
The first one, little trivia question. We'll see who can nail this. But what was my best bucket lister for the year?
And I imagine I'm going to have to try to watch the chat. They're thinking about it. I smell smoke.
What he's thinking.
Who's going to pipe in first?
Who's going to pipe? Who's going to?
These are made by our good friend Steve Pacifico. So I got two of the.
I got it.
Oh, Dennis got it.
Dennis got it?
Dennis got it.
Okay, I'll see Dennis. I'll just deliver that to him. That made it easy. All right. All right.
Right. Don't even have to ship that.
No. Okay. I think I even got his address. That's scary.
Barb, it was fun meeting you at Swing in the Summer. I'll say that.
Okay.
That was a good time.
All right, Emery, why don't you do one? You got something for us?
Yeah. How about how many V nickels did I find in one hole?
Oh, there you go. That's good.
One dig.
One dig. How many V nickels did Emery find?
And it was on video.
Yeah. Live.
Steve P, I think.
We got a winner already.
Steve P.
Steve P's in the house.
Yeah, he
That's
was
cool.
on that. He was definitely on it.
All right.
He got it in first.
Very good, Steve.
Yep.
I forgot to bring him tonight too. I was going to bring him. I had him in a really nice display case and everything else.
Cool.
I forgot to bring it.
Yep. Well, that happens. You're getting old.
I am. Be 53 next month.
Woohoo, Steve! Send me your shipping address, buddy. PM me, and we'll take care of that. Dennis, we'll get this to you somewhere along the line here.
Right, no shipping necessary. He'll hand deliver that at the meeting.
That's right. That's right. So
yeah, we're taking our safari adventures a little too seriously. Clay's not out of gas, but Emery and I are usually out of gas on most of these adventures.
There you go.
We found 2 new fields that, according to the 1870s maps, there was something there. The aerials show nothing. The later plat maps show nothing. And we parked all the way down off the highway, and we had to walk to the one field, and it was probably three quarters of a mile out there. We got, what, 1 coin that day? 1 coin, I think. And so we went across the street to the other field, but it was way out in the field, and it was fluffy, plowed up corn.
Oh, boy.
And then we looked down and we seen where we had the car parked, and holy cow, that's a long way away.
Right? Is that our car?
Yeah. Clay started out about 100
I was
yards
hoping you were going to say no.
Clay started out about 100 yards behind us. By the time we got pretty close to the car, he was a good 100 yards in front of us, and we're just walking side by side, just hoping we make it back to the car.
Right.
Yeah.
And did any of you, because I know Clay is pretty meticulous on records, did any of you happen to keep track of how many silver coins you found this year?
This was actually one of the first years I did not even keep track. But if I was to have to guess,
I'll bet Clay did.
If I was to guess, I would probably say I was somewhere in the 70 to 80 silvers, somewhere in that ballpark.
Wow. I'd say about the same, I would say, probably. Yeah, I'd probably say about the same.
That's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I probably found like 10 or 20 less. I mean, I haven't kept track of how many I found.
Wow. That surprises me.
That gold from Alaska, like you got to have it. You got to have it implanted into you or something.
Well, yeah, that's true. Maybe he got sidetracked. He's going, hey, I should focus more on gold.
Oh, when we go back this year, I think him and Frank's nephew Travis, they're going to be down on those high bankers like it's going out of style.
You know Travis is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'll tell you one thing: you guys haven't been up there or hunted with Frank enough to understand if he smells a fish, he's gone.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If those cohorts are running, I'm not even. He'll tell you guys there's a fishing trip. You going to go with me or not? Boom, he's out of here.
You might not even hear the full statement before he's gone.
Yeah,
kind of like the Roadrunner.
He went on a second trip while we were up there, and I didn't even catch the whole details of what he was going for or whatever. And next thing you know, he's gone.
Yeah, that's when he went grayling fishing.
Yeah, that was like the Wednesday or Thursday while we were up there.
Pretty much before you got the chance to say, what did you say? He was out.
Yeah, Clay and I went pike fishing the very last day we were up there, which that was fun, but we didn't get into the big fish like Frank and Travis did.
Yeah. So
right.
Well, no, there'll be a lot
takes off like that. Everybody benefits.
There'll be a lot of high banking time by a lot of people because if you got some good dirt coming in out of that can pay for itself pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure the old slick plate's going to get a workout too.
Oh, yeah.
I just seen where Barb said that that we got to go back and watch all the videos that Kevin takes to count all of our silvers.
Well, we didn't.
We really can't. We really can't do that because sometimes we're
Not
so,
all of them made video.
Yeah, we're so spread apart that
Yeah.
you just raise your hand.
And I get a kick out of this.
And
We-
not
we-
all our silvers were, well, not all our silvers made it to video either, because if we went out on a day where, well, maybe Emery got one thing and Clay got one thing, and that was it for the day. It didn't
That
turn
happened.
into a video.
Right.
Or maybe Kevin goes, "Oh, that's it. I just can't do this anymore," and just falls over in the field. Well,
Yeah, that's
the
true,
the video.
And then Clay ended up with a lot of silvers out of his dump, and him
At
and
least 15 out of the dump.
yeah, and him and
Wow.
Dominic, they disappear back to that dump, and you don't see nothing of them for
Right.
what, 3-4 hours
Right.
minimum.
Well, there's students that say, "Boy, you find stuff all the time." And it's like, well, boy,
Well, you
what
work for it.
won't hurt you because there's
You
half.
guys work
go out
for
there,
it.
we don't
You're
find
out there doing what should be done. You get
Right.
out there and you do it.
Yeah,
Fines are relevant to time spent in the field.
sure.
You got it.
And
And
we
it's
go quite
different.
often. We do go quite often, but there's days that we get skunked. I get skunked. Clay will get skunked. Kevin will get skunked.
More often than
Um,
not.
But there's a day that all three of us will get skunked. We just didn't have a good day. But there's days that all three of us, it's like, holy cow, this
Right.
what
And
a-
then there's
this
days
was.
where it's just popping for everybody.
I think our best day, we went to a new spot. We got, I think it was that Boy Scout camp that we went to around here, and we got 19 silvers in about 4 hours
Oh yeah, yeah.
between
Nice.
the three of us. Between the three of us.
And I started it right off with I think it was a Walker half. I popped out of the ground 5 minutes after we got there,
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
a heck of a day.
and they were all deep too. And I mean, I honestly don't think if I still had my Garrett, I would have found any of them. They were that deep. They were down. It was average 12 inches. Every
Yep.
single
See,
silver we done.
welcome to the dark side.
Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely.
Yep. A lot of times people say, "Oh, you got a mine lab? You need a bigger digger."
There you Yep. I've told people that. You need to learn to dig. And they looked at me and went,
Yep.
what?
Be ready
You
to dig
need to
deep.
learn to dig. You're going to dig like you never dug before.
Oh yeah.
We got a
Yeah.
couple newbies in our club in LaSalle, and there's a couple newbies down in the Bloomington club that we're kind of helping them along a little bit, teaching them the ropes and stuff, but they might have to graduate to a better machine.
Well,
Send my
Celeste,
way.
I love my Garrett
There
too,
you go.
Celeste, but I like my Manicore better.
There
I
you
like
go.
them both. They're both great machines. I'm not going to put down a Garrett because that's what I started on. I had 3 of them before I got the Manicore, or before I got the 800. I never will put down a Garrett. They make a great machine.
And they got great customer service.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I had my Garrett Apex before I got my Equinox, and I went from using nothing but Fisher before I got into Garrett, and I was very impressed with Garrett, and it was a smooth transition to go from the Fishers to the Garrett. The number system was virtually the same, and then I moved to the Mine Lab, and it was a smooth transition going from Garrett, as the numbers were virtually identical still.
Good.
It was not a very sharp learning curve to learn it.
But when you got a kid like Clay, they're easy to learn.
Well, and he had his AT Max before he had his Manicore. He just when Garrett came out with the AT Max, he went right for it. And then when the Manicore came out, he went straight for that.
Now we just got to get Kevin convinced on them.
Oh, he's
Well,
going.
I got the 900 for now, so it's
And from what
That
we-
900, don't knock
Well,
that.
Yeah,
That little
yeah,
cotton pistol will
that's
get some
that
depth.
machine's no slouch either.
I mean,
No.
it was nice we did the Team ID Me challenge at what's the
Swing
name?
into summer.
Swing into Summer, and I had my small 6-inch coil on the 900. I think Emery had
I had the 11.
the 11 on,
And Clay put the 8.
and Clay put the 8-inch coil on, and we worked as a team together on that, and we were 1 point from first place. Barb got first place on that.
Good.
But I guess we were the first ones to identify one of the tiebreaker targets, and we wouldn't have been able to do it had we not had an activity night down at our Bloomington Club meeting about a month beforehand, which was finding steel pennies.
Yeah, that was a tricky one.
I could
Mhm.
not find a steel penny at our activity night to save my life because it was ringing up in negative numbers, and Clay's machine rung it. What was it?
34, I think it was.
34. And between the three of us, we were able to determine that that tiebreaker target was steel pennies. And Alan said we were the first ones ever to identify that target.
Yep. I remember that because I was
Yes,
sitting
I
there
do
talking
too.
to him when he said that.
That's when I got to meet you, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally got to meet the famous Josh.
You just never
Was
know
his
where
hair-
I'm going to pop
Was
up.
his
I
hair-
was really surprised, though. I thought a lot more people would come over and visit us at the campground those 2 nights, but nobody ever came over. we had steaks and
I think
got it
the
going
heat
on.
kind of kept them away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, the bugs. Oh,
I'll tell you what, Kevin, with that heat, if you'd been a bar with comfortable chairs and ice cold beverages, you'd been packed house.
right. Yeah, you're probably right.
Ice cold beverages, comfortable
Yep.
chairs, and air conditioning.
That not that I'm complaining. I'd trade it right now for what I got. That's for sure.
Well, we did pretty good the second night camping because Emery brought a bunch of steaks. I brought baked potatoes and corn on the cob, and
Good
we
stuff.
started cooking it up and
Yep.
realized that I think it was one of the grills we couldn't get it going, so we had to improvise, and we ended up cooking it on one of Frank's stoves, and I ended up making the baked potatoes on the grill on my camper, and we did this. I don't even remember how we did the sweet corn. I think we did it on the grill as well, but I tell you what, we ate like kings that night, and there was a lot of steak to split between me, Clay, Emery, Frank. I think it was just the 4 of us, but
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I got to give another shout out tonight. I saw a post today from Barb that Fisher detectors will be in and gone this week. So I think that ends the detectors, doesn't it, Barb, if you're still in the house?
I think so.
there she is.
Whoa, there you go. Thank you, Barb. Good job, by the way. Thank the Lord, yeah. But everybody give Barb a round of applause when you get the chance. She works hard for that. You betcha, kiddo. Way to go. Good job.
And I see Celeste has got 900 in the chat. I'm not.
Well, that's up.
Hopefully,
ETX 3030.
hopefully she
Yeah.
posted that CTX up for a little more than that. But
Yeah, if that's what she wants.
right, yeah. I mean that's the important part. As long as she gets what she's happy with.
That's right. But it is worth.
And 900 is a steal.
Yeah. There you go.
She
And
must
he's
want to
sang
move
by
it quick.
Gary Drayton even.
Right.
I got a pretty good picture of me with Gary Drayton and
Oh,
Ron
okay,
Gazzano.
1200.
And that was one of the first swing into summers that there was over there in Empire Park.
Yep.
That's been a minute.
Yeah, it has been. Now you're getting old, Kevin.
I was still swinging that quote unquote legend at the time that was held together by a lot of electric tape and zip ties.
Hey, whatever makes them work.
Oh,
Right?
I think I swung that Fisher CZ5 for my first 6, 7, 8 years of detecting at least. It didn't disappoint, but
it did well for you.
Boy, did that thing like 9-volt batteries. Oh, it would drink 9-volt batteries.
Oh, Lord.
Like 6 hours, put a new set in.
Yep.
Which kind of kept me on I'm going out for quantity instead of quality, just so I could scratch up enough to keep throwing batteries at it.
Right. Yeah, I can certainly understand that.
And it didn't like cheap batteries either. The cheap batteries only got about an hour to 2 hours out of them, and that was it.
Yeah, Celeste may have that sold. I don't know. They're bidding on it. So we'll stay on with you for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm guessing they are.
Well, I do want to say that, I've been metal detecting for a little bit, and the very first but the first event that I went to was Swing in the Summers over there for the INI. That was my very first official event, and wow, what fun that was. And then I went to Chicago Dig Fest up in Wisconsin. Now I'm hooked. I don't know what I like more, metal detecting or meeting all the people.
That's
right.
That's
it is tough.
Yeah. Everybody coming up.
Great friends.
Yeah, are you Emery? Yeah. And just talking to you and the camaraderie of everybody that shares the same thing. It's so much fun to be a part of something like this. And when you can do it with two really good guys like this and Dennis also, because we take Dennis out on occasion, and when you can meet people like that and all share the same thing, it's just, and talk the history and see the finds and everything. It's just so much fun. I can't wait for next year and go to, I don't care if I ever find silver at these things. I just want to meet the people, you know?
Right.
So if you ever see me at one of those, please come up and say hi to me. I'd love to put a face to the name, you know?
Right.
It was great to meet Barb up there at I was INI.
Swing into
summer.
Yep, Swing into Summer.
Boy, Barb, you are short. We got a picture with her, and boy, you're short, kid. I love it though. It's awesome. It was fun. All the different people. It's a fun thing, and to be able to metal detect with these two here, it's a lot of fun.
Right.
And your guys' knowledge, Josh, the knowledge that you guys have, and Chuck, and what you guys do for our sport. I mean, this is just a great thing for me.
Well, I thank Josh for allowing me to be on with him, and we have a good time, and we had a good time at the hunts, and even when he has green or purple hair, whatever.
Yeah,
Don't forget that hair does light up too.
Yes, it
does.
had
that too. Yeah. But it was Swing into Summer. That was just way too hot for a wig anyway.
Yeah, I get to meet a lot of people in this hobby. I've been all over with it for a long time. And
some of us are just a little more colorful.
Yes, you are colorful. There's no doubt about it.
I didn't get to make DTH this last year, nor will I make it this year either, because I need to be on hand for state track and field if I end up with kids going to state. So that's the exact same weekend again.
Oh,
but I wouldn't trade coaching my kids for a hunt. That's a given. That's like one of my other passions. Coaching
this is an alternate year for swing in the summer. They aren't having it till next year, and that's what they pretty much decided on a couple of years ago.
Well,
once everything got
until
leveled.
27.
Right. Well, yeah. Excuse me, but 27, and I'll be up at DTH, and I'll be up wherever on the Chicago.
Wherever Dig Fest is.
Yeah, wherever Dig Fest is at. I they'll make that decision shortly, the way it seemed.
I think the next thing I got my sights on is Alaska Part 2 for me.
Yep, me too. Me too. Got to get some stuff done there.
With good reason.
We'll have a good time. We'll get a little gold and see if we can get a lot of gold.
Now that I know I'm not going to pee my pants on the airplane, I think I'll be fine. That was a bucket list this year. Was I actually got on a plane for the very first time. Clay knows that when we went to take off, my hands were on them armrests clenched down pretty tight.
Going, oh no, we're all gonna die.
I'm like, we are actually doing this. Oh boy. And Clay just sat over there at the window like it was nothing. And it's the first time he'd been on a plane either. He was just like, yeah, whatever. And then, then everybody had to try to freak me out getting into Nome. I think Frank was there, and everybody kept turning their hats around backwards. So they told me, they says, you got to turn your hat around. And I said, why? He says, well, to see the seat in front of you. I said, yeah. They go, you're going to get to know that when we come down on the airstrip in Nome, because they come straight down. And I'm like, oh, thanks. You're filling me full of a lot of confidence here. But we actually drifted in pretty smooth. And it was, I guess we found out that the runway had been knocked out the year before by a tropical typhoon or something like that. And they had to rebuild and extend it.
Yes, they did.
Oh.
It was a nice easy in and easy out.
Out isn't bad. They just kick around and climb.
Yeah.
Coming in, if there's rough weather, it
can be a little dicey.
They fixed it. They added another, I think, 400 or 500 feet. So you weren't kissing the seat so hard in front of you.
That's when you tell them the engines will get us all the way there or all the way to the crash site, one or the other.
Right. So, yeah. Well, gentlemen, I think it's about time that we thank you for coming on.
You bet. We're hoping we get out at least one more time this year, but I'm not going to hold my breath on it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
it's going to be 48 degrees here Thursday, and that snow is. We really don't have much left on the ground, but I did a little test out in the yard the other day, and it's not frozen down very deep at all. So it might pop out this weekend.
Yeah, we're supposed to hit near 50.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit since we've had you guys on, so it was definitely nice to get you guys back on again.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. We greatly appreciate it. And
share
our stories and hear everybody else's stories.
And we just can't get Clay to shut up either.
Yeah, he's just talking my ear off back here.
Nope, he does pretty good now. He's getting on and being comfortable.
When he's got something to say, he'll let you know.
That's right.
Exactly. And it was nice to get to see the Rosette finally.
Yeah. That's nice. Yep.
You bet. So, and as that comes about, I'll keep everybody up to date. And
absolutely. Continue to keep us posted on that.
Yep. I still don't know what I'm going to do with the thing. If I want to just hang on to it or
once you get, you're going to get some verification one way or the other out of it.
Right.
And if it verifies in a positive way,
you may want to hang on to it for a little bit.
Yeah. Give my kids something to deal with when I'm gone.
But that's totally your call, but you've got something there I'm quite sure that could be substantially valuable.
Sure.
Yeah, that I
Found
mean,
or
we
not
like to
found.
say never again, but
You never know. You
that
might get a new pickup truck and a new work car all at the same time.
yeah,
Who
that
There
knows?
you
could
go.
quite possibly be a once in a lifetime.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I rarely ever say that about anybody's finds, but that
Neither
one,
do I.
they've got one of the two known. You got it. You ain't finding another one of those.
No.
Period.
Mhm.
From my understanding, there's just those two. From my understanding, so
Yep.
Yeah,
they've both been found.
which means with the provenance, the sky is the limit.
That's right. You get the provenance out of Silva and Company at Mosby's, and look out. That's good stuff. Well,
Wow.
guys, I'm going to check out of here. You have a great night, great weekend. Stay warm. Drive careful. Thanks, Josh.
All right.
And Celeste, you can PM me. She sent me pictures. We'll try and get a post up tomorrow.
Yeah, and you may want to ask her if she's trying to auction that off or if she's looking for a straight price.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, before you go, Dennis has got it in the chat. Make sure you call Georgia.
I see that. I'll give her a call tomorrow. I didn't do that today. So, all righty. I think
All right.
you sent me that phone number too, Dennis. So we'll work on that. Thanks, guys.
Thank you all.
And obviously, for the three of you, thanks for taking the time to be on with us tonight. We've always got the link for Barks Detecting Bits in the description on our live streams, and we had it go along with the stream in Facebook tonight too. So for those that haven't checked out the videos or subscribed, go over and check out the channel.
Yeah, give it a like. Let us know.
Got all our videos on there. We got our Alaska trip on there. It's there's a lot to see. We've
Yeah.
come a long way.
Definitely some good videos of the Alaska trip. That was very cool. But thank you, gentlemen, once again for taking the time. And hey, we'll talk again soon.
Yes, thank you very much, Josh.
All right, we'll see you. Drive
We'll
safe.
see everybody.
Oh, and then there was me. What shall I do? I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing the chat right now. Maybe Celeste put in there whether or not she was auctioning or just flat rate sell. I don't know. But we'll try to keep everybody up to date on that as well. Which I'm sure Chuck will have some clarification tomorrow, I imagine. And as we roll out, we'll check the spot prices real quick. Gold is $4,345.20. Silver setting $62.88 on the ounce right now. Platinum's $1,774.70. There's a lot of sevens. Palladium's $1,546 even. And those come directly off of AppMax. So there is that. Other than that, I think that just about covers everything. We appreciate everyone for hanging in there with us because we did obviously run a little long tonight. If you enjoyed the show, make sure and throw us a like. You can follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, the podcast distribution services, wherever you may find us. We're all over the place. Until the next one, try to stay warm. Hopefully by the next episode, we should be able to update everyone on the schedule for the holidays. And I think that covers it. We're out of here. Have a wonderful evening, folks. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.